Morning. Today for our lesson, we are going to be talking about ordering fractions. So I want you to just think for a moment when I talk about that word ordering, hopefully a couple of things come to mind. Okay, back at the beginning of the school year, when we talked about comparing numbers, we also practiced ordering numbers either from least to greatest or greatest to least. So if you have your whiteboard or a piece of paper handy, let's see if you can order these numbers right here from least to greatest. So by looking at their values, starting in the hundreds place, hopefully you are seeing that 482 is worth the least because of that 4 in the hundreds place. Then we actually have to go to our tens place to figure out what comes next, which would be 657, and finally 682. So this is just a little refresher of what it means to order numbers. But today's going to look a little different because we are ordering fractions. And with fractions, we need to typically use pictures to help us understand how much of the fraction, or how much the fraction is worth. Okay, so here's going to be our first example, and for this one I just want you to watch carefully so that you know what to do. But you'll see I've got at the top my directions, order from least to greatest, and I've got the fractions 2/5, 7/8, and 3/4. Okay. So today when you go to work independently, you are going to see something very similar to this right here. Okay, but I'm actually going to have the pieces already drawn for you, so that'll be one less step that you have to worry about. But I want you to picture these being our 3 Hershey bars, okay? And we learned how we can think of that Hershey bar and begin eating the Hershey bar from left to right as we shade in pieces to help us draw and represent fractions, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to draw 2/5 here in this Hershey bar, 7/8, and then 3/4. I'm just going to go right down through the list. Okay. So for 2/5, I know that I need to break my Hershey bar into 5 equal pieces, as close as I can get. Okay. And then I need to shade in 2 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that too. So here is 2/5 represented in a picture. Next, I need to do 7/8. So for this one, I'm going to break it apart into 8 equal pieces. I always start with 4, and then break each of those in half, giving me a total of 8. And then if I shade in 7, that means all but 1 need to get shaded in. Okay, so there's 7/8. Next is 3/4. So I can actually use my lines from up above where I created my 4th lines and shade in 3 of them. So hopefully, based on these pictures, okay, you can see, based on how much is shaded in, which fractions are worth the least and which one is worth the most, and then which one falls right in the center. So again, picture that shaded part being what you've eaten of the Hershey bar. Which Hershey bar has the least amount that was eaten? Okay, you're looking for the smallest blue line, which happens to be here. So I'm going to label this as my number 1. I can see that the next one is actually going to be my longest, so that's going to be my 3rd fraction. And then the very last one's going to fall right in the center of the other 2. So now I need to come up to my lines and make sure that I am ordering my fractions from least to greatest. So 2/5 was worth the least. Next came 3/4. And finally, 7/8. Okay, so that is how you order fractions from least to greatest, using a picture or a model to help you represent the fractions. So here's our next one. We're going to do the same thing. It might be a good idea to pause the video right here if you would like to draw this and follow along with me, which I definitely recommend that you do. So go ahead and pause if you need to. And once you've unpaused, hopefully you have your 3 Hershey bars stacked together. Best way to do that is one big rectangle and just draw 2 lines separating it into 3 pieces. Okay, so I'm not even going to worry about rewriting my fractions down here. I'm just going to know that I'm going to go in order. Okay, the first one, the second one, the third one. Okay, so 8/8 needs to come first. So here in my first Hershey bar, I will do my 8 equal pieces. And here's kind of a trick. Whenever you see that numerator and denominator being the same, we know that that's equal to 1 whole. Is it possible here to eat more than 1 whole Hershey bar? Nope, it is not. So that means this is probably going to be my greatest fraction because all 8 pieces are being shaded. Okay. Next is going to come 2/4. So again, I can kind of use those lines from above and shade in 2 pieces out of the 4. And then finally 1/3. So this one we have to not break right in the center. That gives us 3 equal pieces and we're going to eat 1 of them. Okay, looks like these actually go from greatest to least, so I just have to rewrite these in the opposite order. Okay, so hopefully you can see 1/3 has the least amount shaded in. So 1/3 is definitely worth the least here. That one comes first. Next is going to come 2/4. And finally, just like I had predicted, our fraction that is equal to 1 whole is going to come last. Okay, so 1/3, 2/4, 8/8. Hopefully that's making sense. Using that picture to shade in, and you can visually see which ones have the least amount shaded in and which ones have the most. Okay, let's do one more. This one I'd like you to do as much on your own as possible. So set up your board again, or your piece of paper, with that big rectangle broken into 3 pieces to represent your 3 Hershey bars stacked together. Here would be another good time to pause your video and make sure that you are representing each of these 3 fractions in your Hershey bars. And again, I would just go right through the list. Start with 3/5 and end with 5/10. So if you're going to pause your video, do that now. Once you unpause, you can watch to reveal the answers and check your work. Okay, so 3/5. We're going to break our chocolate bar into our 5 equal pieces as close as we can get and shade in 3 of them. 2/7, we need 7 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. And you know what? Miss Bailey's going to adjust these last 2 a little bit because I could tell that my one line made these pieces a lot less equal. Okay. And then finally 5/10. I'm going to separate right in the center. And I need 5 pieces on either side. 1, 2, 4, and 5. Good. Okay. So 2/7. Let me go back and shade in 2 pieces out of the 7. And for 5/10, I need to shade in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So again, hopefully you're really seeing that it's so great to be able to draw pictures to represent these fractions because it is so much easier to see, well, how much is shaded in each Hershey bar. It's much easier for us to order them when we have drawn a picture. So I can definitely see this one comes first, which is my 2/7. Next is going to come the last one, which is 5/10. And finally 3/5 is going to be our greatest. Okay. So you're probably wondering what that means you are doing for your independent practice. And that is what you will see right here. So let me zoom in slightly so that we can see a little better. Here's how this is going to work. Okay. Bailey's doing all sorts of stuff. Okay. So your directions are going to be to order the fractions from least to greatest and show all of your work. Well, I've sort of already set up your workspace for you so that takes one less thing away that you have to worry about. But you're going to do this the same way. Instead of shading in pictures, I have created for you shaded shapes. You just need to drag them over and resize it to fit and match the fraction. So for example, 2/10 is my first fraction here. So I'm going to drag this over and make sure I've shaded in 2 pieces. So you just extend the shape, making it bigger. Next comes 5/6. Well, I'm going to shade in 5 pieces out of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to go the whole way down here. And then finally 1/4. So I extend my piece so that 1 piece is shaded out of 4. Okay. I can visually see which one is the greatest for sure, which is 5/6. So that's what I'm going to type in. Now, my next two come pretty close, but definitely the one in red, which is 2/10, is the smallest. So I'll plug in 2/10. Might have to extend that box a little. And then finally comes 1/4. Okay, so that is what you are doing for each of these questions. Ordering from least to greatest, dragging over those pictures to help you with shading in. Now over here on the right, you'll see that I've put the pieces over here on the right side of the page, but I still recommend that you drag them the whole way over to the left. I think it's just always better to visually start from the left and see how much is shaded in. Okay. You will also notice on the 4th slide of your activity, I have placed in here some extra practice for you to do. This is totally optional, which is why I've placed that word at the top. But what you can do is actually use this game with a partner. So maybe you have a sibling who would want to play with you, or maybe you even want to click that share button in the top right corner and see if one of your friends would want to play this with you at some point. But all that you are going to do is pick a color, player 1 and player 2. On your turn, you roll the die by clicking here, going to this website. And on your roll, you then get to decide which question you want to answer. So if you've rolled a 3, you look through your 3 column and decide which one you want to shade in. Well, I really know what 1/2 looks like, so I'm going to shade in 1/2 and extend it in my shading here to show that that's what I shade in. Then it's the next person's turn and they use their color. Okay, so again, just some optional practice. I've also placed the Exact Path website link in here for you too. So that is your job, and we will see you then at 3 o'clock today. Thanks, guys. Keep working hard for us.